Let's take a brief look at the Bomb Heists DLC. This was the 5th heist DLC released for Payday 2, and continues the storyline of the Butcher. Basically, she has info about a bomb being sent on a Croatian ship to the United States, and wants us to acquire it for her. The thing is, we can plan the heist to take place at one of 2 points during its transportation, either just as it's arriving from overseas at the dockyard, or while it's being taken to its final destination on a train in the middle of a forest. We'll start by talking about the first option, Bomb Dockyard. This take on the heist can be done either stealth or loud. Let's talk about stealth. The first objective is to find 2 keycards placed in various offices throughout the map to open up the gate that's blocking the boat containing the bomb, named the Moretta, from docking. While searching for the keycards, you can also find plenty of loose money bundles strewn about, as well as terminals. It's a good idea to hack these as you come across them, as one of them will contain comm frequencies that you'll need to contact the Moretta. Something interesting to note is that there are actually 2 security rooms on this map. On lower difficulties, only one of them will be occupied. Killing that guard will disable the cameras, but on higher difficulties, both rooms will be occupied, and in order to disable the cameras, you'll have to kill both of the guards. This might just be worth it though, as this map is not only jam-packed with cameras, but guards and civilians as well. It's not a bad idea to invest in spy cams and a spotter when stealthing this heist. Anyways, after tracking down both keycards and putting them in the 2 control rooms, the gate will open. Now, if you haven't found the comm frequencies yet, you'll have to find them now in order to progress. After getting the data, you can radio the captain of the Moretta and inform him to dock at 3B, which will allow us to get on board. He'll say that he needs GPS data, which can be sent at a computer located in one of 2 possible locations. After the coordinates are sent, the Moretta will start moving. Slowly. While waiting, it's not a bad idea to find crates located around the map that contain cash, cocaine, or gold. You'll need a crowbar to open the crates up. You can find one located in various places around the map, or for a mere 1 favor, you can place one at spawn. Speaking of which, it's also a good idea to get the loot drop-off point during pre-planning, which will also be located at spawn. You can bring any loot that you find here while waiting for the ship to dock. There are also several meth ingredients in cardboard boxes around the map. If you spot any, be sure to pick them up. It'll be worth it later. And lastly, very rarely there'll be a truck located near the left entrance to the dockyard that can be sawed or drilled open, which will contain a cache of weapons. You can tell the truck has loot if it's colored pink. If the truck is white, it's empty. After getting as much loot as you feel comfortable sneaking around to collect, and the ship is in position, you can make your way on board. Assuming the alarm hasn't gone off, all of the cargo containers will be unlocked and can be opened with ease. Inside of 4 of these containers are giant weapon cases, and inside of one of the weapon cases is the bomb. The bomb is in 4 pieces, some heavier than others. If the alarm hasn't gone off yet, there'll be a boat waiting for you just next to the ship, making for easy transport of the bomb pieces. Also, inside of one of the containers on the ship is an Offshore Meth Lab. If you picked up meth ingredients earlier, you can use them here now. The order on this map is muriatic acid, caustic soda, and hydrogen chloride. So in total, you can find plenty of bags of gold, cash, cocaine, weapons, meth, and a bomb. If you get all of it, it's a pretty damn good haul. You don't have to be in stealth to get all of it though. Let's check out loud. First up, we'll quickly take a look at pre-planning, as you have 3 escape options in loud. The default being a van parked at the beginning of the map. This may not seem ideal, but this can actually work well when paired with the zipline asset, making for quick travel between the ship area and the main dockyard. Still, while ziplining, you're pretty vulnerable to gunfire, so be cautious. You could also get the helicopter escape at 4 favors. The chopper lands much closer to the boat, but you'll still either have to zipline to it or walk a fair distance. And finally, for 8 favors, you can get the same boat escape used in stealth. While expensive, it is very close to the Moretta, making for easy loot transport. So in loud, instead of using keycards to open the gate, you'll have Bile fly in and drop off some C4. This process can be sped up with the Ace Pilot asset in pre-planning. After he drops it off, place it on the gate and watch the fireworks. Next, we'll need to get the Moretta moving ourselves. This can be done by hacking the same computer that was used to send GPS coordinates in stealth, but it will take much longer this time. Also, cops can pull the power in various locations to stop the hack. The computer glitch routine asset will make the hack take less time. After the hack is finished, the boat will start moving. This will be a good time to go around the map collecting loot and meth ingredients again. Also, you may have noticed a few saves around the place. One of them will contain a cargo manifest. With it, the 4 containers on the ship that may contain the bomb will be marked off. You can also get it by default with 2 favors in pre-planning. This may sound useful, seeing as once you're aboard the ship in Loud, the containers will now be locked and have to be drilled open. However, these drills are pretty fast and never jam, so the manifest isn't really worth it. Once you get the loot, you can book it to whatever escape you chose. Be very wary of snipers as they're quite abundant on this map. So that's Bomb Dockyard. In my opinion, this is a very fun heist in both stealth and loud, and quite profitable at that. All in all, a pretty good time. And then we have Bomb Forest. Okay, so I love Payday. I'll defend this game to death. I'll find something good to say about pretty much everything in this game. Even the Black Market update, I at least liked some of the skins, but I can't defend Bomb Forest. This heist is terrible in every sense of the word. So, okay, this is basically an alternate timeline, where instead of taking the heist at the dockyard, we decided to steal the bomb after it was boarded onto a train. We do this by blowing up the train tracks in the middle of the woods, sending train cars everywhere. That sounds awesome, except it happens during the intro screen, so you don't actually get to see any of it. This is a loud-only heist, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. Now, inside of one of these train cars is a vault containing our bomb. The rest are either empty or have boxes containing loot as well as some C4. You'll need the C4 for later, so be sure to open up all the train cars and drill the gates on them if they have boxes inside. These drills also don't break, which is nice. So once you found the vault, you'll want to drop some thermal paste, which is located at the beginning of the map, on top of its train car. Now, Bane will tell you that you need to find ladders to climb on top of the train cars, and while the ladders do help, they're not even remotely required. Due to the entire map being on an incline and Payday's lovely engine, you can simply walk up to the side of a train car that's sloping away from you, hold forward, and spam jump. It'll work every time. This works in several other places across Payday as well, not just this heist. You often don't even need a slope. I like to call it ghetto jumping, after a similar trick from Metroid Prime. Anyways, you can easily ghetto jump on top of the train cars without using ladders. Do be careful though. Another side effect of the entire map being on a hill is that it's really easy to just sort of slip and die of fall damage. It might not even seem like you fell that far, but one wrong jump and you'll just fall over dead. This is one of several problems that make up why I don't like this map. You'll quickly start to notice another reason. There's very little practical cover. Cops and snipers spawn almost everywhere around you and can shoot you from very far away, and oftentimes there's almost nowhere that's actually safe. So anyways, after the thermal paste on top of the vault is done, you'll have to do one of 2 things. The idea is that we're going to fill the vault up with water, place some C4 inside, and blast the doors open without damaging the bomb. If the train car is closer to the right side of the map, Bane will have you hook up an electric pump from the river to the vault. If the car is too far away, Bile will have to fly in with a supply of water to fill up the vault. The river pump can fill up the entire vault in one go, but it has 4 different places that cops can break the hose from, so it's a bit harder to defend. The helicopter pump only has 1 spot to defend, but Bile will have to fly away several times to refill his water supply, so it takes a bit longer. The Ace Pilot and Better Pump asset will speed up whichever variation you get. While the vault is being filled up with water, you'll want to go back to the train cars you started drilling earlier and check what was inside them. You'll need a crowbar to open up the boxes. You can either get one in pre-planning or locate a box full of them, which is always somewhere near the middle of the map. Inside one of the boxes is some C4. Be sure to grab it. Once the pump is done, put some C4 inside and get back. It'll blast the vault doors open, making for easy access. Get the bomb pieces and take them to your escape of choice. There are 3 possible ones that you can get during pre-planning, the default being the boat escape. Do yourself a favor and just don't use the boat escape. It's over 100 meters away from the vault most of the time, and the path to get to it is, surprise surprise, filled with snipers and has no cover. The next possible escape is the plane escape. This one is a bit closer as it's just at the bottom of the hill. However, there are several trees in the way blocking the plane from landing. To cut them down, you either need shaped charges or a chainsaw, which can be found somewhere near the top of the hill leaning against some logs. Knock down the trees in the way, light some flares for the plane to see the landing strip, and escape. And finally, the helicopter escape. Realistically speaking, this is probably the escape you'll be using. It's about halfway up the hill, which is much closer to the vault and any other loot that you found. It'll take a bit to land, but you don't have to do anything to help it along, it'll just arrive on its own. Secure the loot, escape, and likely never play this heist again. Seriously, I don't mind a challenge, but I do mind fighting the map just to move about, being shot from all around without any cover, my loot sliding down the hill away from me, and dying of fall damage trying to get it back. All in all, I really don't like Bomb Forest. Anyways, let's touch on the masks quickly. There are 4 of them: the Lady Butcher, the Tech Lion, the Butcher from Hell, and the Doctor. I really like how the Lady Butcher looks. The Doctor mask is neat. I appreciate the Butcher of Hell being a Killing Floor reference, and the Tech Lion is pretty cool. It was inspired by Lion Game Lion, the company that made these heists. They're pretty good masks all around. Finally, let's take a look at the one weapon that comes with this pack, the Leo. A secondary pistol with a pretty big mag size when upgraded, and some pretty decent damage. It also has really high accuracy, even when hip firing. This gun works best as a dodge pistol. It performs excellently on every difficulty up to and including Overkill, but starts to suffer a bit after that. It can still kind of work on Mayhem with the right skill set, but it does struggle to keep up with higher damage pistols like the White Streak, the Deagle, and the Bronco. Still though, it's highly concealable and decently powerful. That's what they called me in high school. So, with everything said, would I recommend the Bomb Heists DLC? Well, it depends. Bomb Dockyard is a pretty fun stealth and loud heist all around, but Bomb Forest is just a terrible experience. The masks are neat, the weapon is okay, although it performs quite similarly to the Signature 40, another weapon from the Gauge Weapon Pack 1, which is a much better DLC. I think it comes down to this: if you're someone who plays both stealth and loud and enjoys doing both, then this DLC might just be worth your time purely for Bomb Dockyard. If you're primarily a stealth or loud player and don't tend to play the other very often, then this DLC isn't gonna change that, and thus isn't worth picking up. That'll be everything. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.